Hey guys, all right. Happy Monday to everybody. Let's get into it. Interesting day, kind of. Maybe not, but all right, let's get into it. So let's just go over everything that I did today. I added to Japan position. Like I said, I could still continue to add. I'm happy to continue to add to this. Hello, come on, let's get something going after hours. Yikes, how about that for a sell off? Anyways, added to this today. I'll be in this so long as this doesn't close below the 50-day moving average. So I added to this today. Cost basis is $114.99 for DXJ. Let's see this on the weekly chart. Yeah, see, so this is clearly in an uptrend. Wow, it's been at pretty extreme territory for a while. You know, somebody super successful that's been a professional money manager for many, many years said that the RSI and the monthly chart he doesn't really pay too much attention to. So take that with what you will. Yeah, this is fine, you know. I have no news to report on Japan, like we kind of talked about yesterday very briefly, but other than that, no news, nothing that I know of going on in Japanese equities or anything. Yeah, I don't really like this price action after hours though, huh? But anyways, like I said, not going to close out the position until it, closed below this 50-day moving average. So moving on, added to emerging markets. And I have a full position size in emerging markets now. For positions like this, I typically don't, in terms of dollar amount, is going to be smaller than, if I go long NASDAQ or Dow Jones, right? But anyways, I got a full position size in here now, so I've added to it with call options. So September 20th is the expiration, $43 strike price, $1.25. Those are currently $1.20. I started a new position in Bitfarms. So again, I already have exposure to Clean Spark. I get that. I understand that. I think this chart is much better. And I know that if Clean Spark works, Bitfarms is going to work, and they're all going to work. But when starting a position in a particular sector, there's nothing wrong with going after a couple of the names. And then whichever name is proven to be working better, you can just sell the laggard and then just add it to the position that is performing better. I think this chart's better. It's just cleaner. Something that I actually just read. And this could still work out and just rocket higher, but something that I read in a book said don't go after charts where the moving averages look like a twisted rope. While I've read this book before, this is the first time I'm hearing about that in a long time, so I thought, oh my goodness, this definitely looks like a twisted rope. right? And trading is a probabilities game, right? So I mean, anything could happen. This could totally work. It could totally not work. You know, but anyway, still in Clean Spark. I'm in Bitfarm. So in Bitfarms, I have an equity position at $2.84. And then I also have call option September 20th expiration, $3 calls. Those are 49 cents. Currently, those are for 45 cents. The September 20th expiration, not a very liquid options. It's not very liquid for options. So as it gets closer to that date, it will become more heavily traded. But anyway, so that's that position. Let's see this on the weekly chart. Yeah, that looks good. Let's go over to Bitcoin, see Bitcoin. I think it's kind of selling off after hours or something. Yeah, certainly selling off after hours. When was this? Noon today? Wow. What a strong close for Bitcoin. Well, I guess Bitcoin doesn't really close, but you guys get what I'm saying. Oh, they're selling off. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Oh, so that was basically everything I did today. From Clean Spark, Japan, talked about that. Emerging markets. Okay, so Goldman Sachs. I'm still in Goldman Sachs. No reason to sell this at all. $459 is the cost basis. It's right there. No reason to sell this at all. Robinhood. I said anything over 24 and I would add to it. Hasn't gotten there. So equity position at $22. So yeah, that one's working. $22.07. So that's working. Pave. Yeah, this looks fantastic. Call options, hold on. September 20th, $36 strike price, $3.45. Those are currently at $3.50. I really like this chart. That looks really good. Moving on, silver. Man, it's such a bummer. This one was working great. But it's no longer working great, is it? September 20th, $27 strike price. $2.16. Those are currently $1.14. Yeah, looks like I'm just in this one, huh? Let's look at gold. I was a little bit surprised with gold's price action today. But anyways, this still looks fantastic. See this on a weekly chart. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, so it's still would have some room to run if it will. So yeah, that's fine. Whatever. And then the last one, I'm still in the TQQQs. Those are September 20th expiration, $79 strike price, and those $6.67, and currently those are $4.50. Nasdaq had an alright day. So now we can. Okay, so that's all the positions. So let's talk about some of this price action that happened today. This is a huge move down, monstrous. In a matter of minutes, right? That's a pretty violent move down, but it's nothing unexpected, So if you're watching kind of like a 5-minute chart, it's pretty, kind of shocking, right? That's pretty heavy. But but like everyone knows, it's not like price just moves straight up, right? So, after you have this huge down week, really, really tough week, lots of selling. Any sort of price action that happens kind of around the bottom as moving averages, the shorter time frame moving averages are kind of catching up and things are turning back up, you can expect these kind of violent sells that'll take place like this. So that wasn't anything unexpected. That was no big deal. Didn't make any decisions based upon that at all. Now, I think, does Tesla report earnings tomorrow? Let's see if they do. Yeah, they do. Sweet. I love Tesla's earnings. I really hope Elon will be on the call. Sometimes for their earnings, I've like Elon hasn't been on the call, and I'm just like, meh, lame. Is this after the market closes? It's got to be, right? Anyways, so that'll be awesome. Definitely looking forward to that one. Let's go over the other indexes and let's look at financials, actually. Well, that was up today. Yeah. This looks great. This looks phenomenal. Let's look at Dow Jones. Again, this looks totally fine. I really wanted to go after this one as well as XLF today. But I kind of talked myself out of it because there are certain positions that will kind of present themselves to you as kind of obvious, right? And the best trades are typically the ones that are obvious and stress-free. And I felt like I would be kind of forcing these. So, I just figured I'll just kind of wait and see. Until some sort of trend gets formed or, something to act off of, like a very clear risk to reward. Because as of here, this could go all the way, to like 40,000 and still be totally fine. But that would be a big move to hold all that through. Let's look at Russell 2000. Russell 2000, yeah, super strong day. Wow. Yeah, really, really strong day. Crazy. The strength in the Russell 2000 is really good to see. Let's look at the weekly chart. Let's go over to S&P. Yeah. Dow Jones, NASDAQ, we looked at this. Yeah, you would like to see this really kind of start moving up, would make me feel a lot better. So anyways, let's kind of look at some commodities. We looked at gold and silver. Let's look at oil. This is a no-go for me. Remember, I entered it here on this day and then sold on this day. This is a no-go. Although right around this level, it's totally fine. If I could see the argument for it, yeah, I could absolutely see the argument going after this right here. Just below the 200-day moving average is you have to have some sort of rules, right? Yeah, below the 200-day moving average, I'm not gonna touch it. Copper just continues to get slammed. Wow. I wonder if this is worth it to go long here, actually. Yeah. Let's see what's up with the price action tomorrow. I might go after this one tomorrow. Jeez. It's tough. 4 hours. Wow, yeah. Although I don't think I would go after this tomorrow unless there is a really strong move. But we could write that one down. Copper. Corn. No. Wheat. No. And that's pretty much everything that I kind of look at for the most part. I mean, so let's look at bonds here. They were down actually pretty big today. But, yeah. Good place right here to go for it. After hours, seems like they're up a little bit. Yeah, little gap to fill there. Let's see what VIX was doing today. It's down pretty big. Yeah, not surprised by that. Let's see how AMD is looking. Jeez, it's like a CrowdStrike. I mean, this is absolutely shocking to me. I wonder how many people are caught in this. Look at this volume. Wow. Wow. This is what I thought was like the NVIDIA of cybersecurity. Jeez. I'm really surprised that, even today, the selling didn't stop. Jeez. That's crazy. And let's look at pound here. Let's look at NVIDIA. This gap was filled, so tomorrow could be a very interesting day. Let's look at Broadcom. Yeah, that looks a little better. Wow, this is surprising. Super microcomputer. Yeah, you guys. I mean, if stocks can kind of turn around and start moving up, another leg higher can be supported for a long time. Because I mean, things have really gotten sold. Let's see how Amazon's doing. Sheesh. Let's look at Meta. Ugh. Yeah. See. Gap was filled, rejected at the 50. We'll see what tomorrow brings, but things aren't looking too hot. Google. Yeah, that looks a little better. Is there anything else we need to look at on NVIDIA? Coin. Let's look at eBay. Jeez. Shop. Very interesting. Let's look at Visa and MasterCard. It's hanging on. It's not like super bullish, right? But hanging on. MasterCard looks better. Let's look at JP Morgan. That looks good. Goldman Sachs, we know that looks good. And let's look at Berkshire Hathaway. Maybe come up with a plan with financials for tomorrow. Oh, see, all these look very good, but I will wait on financials and I will wait on Dow Jones. Yeah, I don't really have any plans for tomorrow, so if like I'm still trying to figure out maybe one of these days with these micros, you know, grab like a couple of them and try and do some more experimenting with futures, and just kind of hold the contracts for a number of days. That's something that I have not done. I've done more than 24 hours, but that was it. So my plan this time around is holding the micro contracts and seeing if the strategy would work, and if mentally I'd be able to handle it, and then you could move on to the minis from there. So yeah, this whole kind of bottoming patterns, right? They're really, really tough to be trading these intraday. Like perfect example here. It depends on how big the account was, right? But I mean that's a pretty violent move if you're starting your positions all up in here. That's a pretty violent move to be able to hold all that, It's like a couple thousand per contract. In a matter of minutes, right? So I understand, for a lot of people that's no big deal, but anyways, yeah. So that's it, guys. We'll see what tomorrow brings, and hopefully we'll get like a really exciting video here this week. That'd be awesome. So, all right, later.